Welcome to episode 4 of This Mike On podcast. It's your boy Lowski, the bail bondsman.
It's your boy Keefy Keith.
And your boy Jay Afterwatch.
Yo, today we got a couple interesting topics, man. We're going to keep it light for y'all. All right, y'all. This is a question right here. Is it okay to be vulnerable with your woman? We're going to start with you, Los. What's up, man? Is it okay, man?
Listen, y'all gotta have a safe space. We over here running around and everybody mad, upset, especially black men. We always acting like tough guys for some odd reason. We gotta have a safe space. It gotta be our woman, huh? It gotta be the person we sleep with that takes care of us, or the person that we are taking care of. If I can't be vulnerable with the woman that I had kids with, that I share the bills with, then who can I be vulnerable with? It can't be the niggas on the block or the boy that I call my brother and that's secretly hating on me. It can't be that person. So, in my opinion, in my life, it's been my wife, period. Point blank.
All right, Jay, what you got, man? Oh, for all y'all, like, share, subscribe, yo. Appreciate all the love y'all been giving. But Jay,
For
what's your take
sure,
on
for
this,
sure.
man?
Keep it up.
Thank you. Please keep it up. I agree with Carlos.
Okay.
If you can't share that space with, like he said, I totally agree with him. I really can't speak on it at the time, due to my situation, but I totally agree with him 100%. Yeah.
Okay. I got a whole nother take on it. I feel like you should be able to be vulnerable with your woman. All right. But in today's society, you already know where it is. We living in a crazy society. These girls want to, cash checks. They want you to drop dollars. Cheesecake Factory ain't good enough for you, baby. Listen, it's hard to be a gentleman nowadays. And please understand, I am 100% a gentleman, but I know how to be a dog. I know how to be a dog, right? With my woman, I try to be a gentleman. I try to be as gentle as I can be, but it's hard for me to try to be vulnerable in today's space. Not speaking really for me, but I see a lot of times, especially online, when people streaming and all this live stuff, where you got these men trying to be vulnerable, and now these women are being so masculine. I know women, they really hate this whole Kevin Samuels thing. Kevin Samuels had a lot of truth, but I'm not trying to shoot homie some bill. Hey, God rest homie. You know what I'm saying? Homie's the GOAT when it comes to, but let me say that. Listen to the whole thing before I finish. I know you ladies gonna get crazy because a brother mentioned Kevin Samuels, women go nuts.
Facts.
But listen, homie's still a nerd. Like Charleston White said, homie's still a nerd, bro. At the end of the day, if you getting women with your money, you still a nerd, bro. It doesn't change it. They want you for the money. So just like whatever allegedly happened, they said she ran his pockets. I don't know. But if they want you, they want you for your money, they want you for your money. So I say, yes, you should be able to be vulnerable. But in today's society, our women, and I'm mainly talking about sisters, no disrespect to the vanilla, the caramel. I can only speak on chocolate. I'm sorry. That's all I can speak on. But a shout out to you, the girls of the other races and ethnicities. Shout out to y'all that are trying to do y'all thing. But I'm talking about women in general. But all I know about is chocolate. I can only speak from experience. So yes, we should be able to be vulnerable. But in these times, it's getting hard, man. It's getting hard because a lot of times, women are stepping in their masculinity. I'm not even against that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But listen, when we need something soft to land on, as a black man, we need something soft. We can't play victim to another man. We can't play victim to nobody because ain't nobody trying to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't asking to step on the soapbox and get the violins out, but understand, as black men, we at war. You know what I'm saying? When we step outside, man, I'm trying to get back home to my people. You know what I mean? All day, every day. And it's just hard to be vulnerable out here in these times, man. Especially, with all the twerking, the popping, and the women stepping in their masculinity. Not that I'm trying to sound like a weak man, but I'm just you know, we need that soft spot. Like we can't go to our mamas no more. So now you have to go to your ladies, man. You know, that's where I come from. What y'all think about that?
No, I definitely agree. And the thing about that is the mental clarity. We talk about this all the time. We've talked offline, Keith, and we've talked about going to see a therapist and stuff like that. And I've been to several therapists throughout my life, and the thing is, I've been told my therapist certain things that I had at the time never told my wife. And sitting in that chair on that couch was crazy. Just basically emptying out myself to a total stranger. Like, what am I doing? And so, in my consciousness, I came to myself and said, "Hold on. If I'm telling this person that does not know me from Adam and don't care about me, then I should be able to tell my wife about it, and then we should come to some kind of understanding of who I really am as her person, as a man, and then as her husband." You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about. If we're paying somebody to get some stuff off our chest, then we should be able to go to somebody that we love, that loves us, and that we share space with. I think that's where we're falling short as a home front, as a unit, when we can't come to each other. And this goes for women too. It's not just a man thing. It's a family thing. If we can't come together as a unit and say, "Hey, this is what's going on with me. This is what's bogging down my mental," then we're kind of broken. You know what I'm saying? We don't always have to go outside of ourselves. And when I say ourselves, I'm talking about the home. We shouldn't always have to go outside our home and say, "Hey, yo, this is what's wrong with me," because you're just telling somebody else your problems or telling somebody else what's going on in your mental. The person that you live with don't even know what's going on with you. So that person is still wondering, like, damn, what's going on with my wife, or what's going on with my husband? And they still struggling with that. You just getting it off to somebody else. And while you might feel good, the person you live with is still wondering, like, damn, I wonder what they told their psychiatrist today. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what they spoke about today. That's it. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it.
But I don't think that goes only for marriages. I think that goes for regular relationships,
Oh, for
man.
sure, for sure, for sure.
You know, just man and woman in general. Like, listen, man. Men should be able to be vulnerable, man. I really hope in the future, I really think these young women, they lead in the pack. They a lot stronger than either what they believe or what they putting off. Like they a lot stronger than what people are giving them credit for, man. Because they really changing the game for women in general, man. And people either they not getting their credit or it's just put into a bad light. And it's probably put into a bad light because of a lot of things, because of the woman in the forefront with all the I guess hot girl summers and all that.
Facts.
You can always focus on the negativity, but you got to focus on the positive, on how they leading the game right now, man. Like they really stepping in a zone. But if they can change to a point where it's like, okay, I can be this strong woman, but on this end, I can let my man be vulnerable and I can hold him down. And I'm not even saying it's all women. Now I know when we cut this up in the reels or shorts, bro, I'm gonna get heat because I mentioned Kevin Samuel's name. I already know it's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. I had to mention him because he had a lot right. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing I would say wrong is, homie, when you lead it with money, understand it. You're gonna end with money. You know what I'm saying? And not end up with money. It's gonna end with money. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the main factor you made being a high value man. You know what I'm saying? Jay, you got anything else to add before we move on, bro?
No, my brothers, y'all said it all. I mean, sorry I wasn't much help, but
No, that's all good. All good. So, okay. Now, this thing, we've all seen it. We all been there. This next topic is reckless eyeballing. Now, this is from a man point of view, ladies. This is just from a man's point of view. This is just information for you to put in. Reckless eyeballing. If you see your lady doing this, what should be done about it, if anything? Let me just break it down and understand. So, there's a few times. Listen, I'm not the brightest crayon in the box. You know what I'm saying? Not talking about my skin complexion. I'm just saying I'm not the best looking gentleman. I clearly know there's gentlemen that look better than me. But if I'm going through Walmart, right, and I see a woman with her lady, and she's the husband or boyfriend or baby daddy, he got the kids in the cart, he pushing, they going grocery shopping. He's about 5-10 steps ahead, and the woman, some women, sometimes they might give you a look, but when they look you down, like, yo, what you trying to do? Pass me the digits. We've all been there when we see it's like, whoa, what the fuck? damn, she looking kind of hard. And every time you see in the aisle, your eyes just meet. And I'm like, hey, yo, she got a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I don't like it, bro. I think it's reckless. I ain't trying to fight your man over you. Bro, evidently, I don't want that brother's problems. Period. I do not want that brother's problems. Because if you staring at a dude like that and you with your dude, bro, that's to me personally, that's a bad look, mama. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that problems. I don't want no smoke, especially for somebody that don't want to be where they want to be. Because if you don't want to be there, you could just leave. You could just leave. You ain't got to embarrass him because it's kind of embarrassing. That's the male thing. It's kind of embarrassing when your girl looking at another guy and she looking like, yo, you look good to me. And as a man, you know she giving you the look like you look good to her, and you like, oh, how y'all feel about that?
Totally agree with you. It's it's definitely it's a because I didn't have it happen. I've been in situations like that for real.
On which
And
side?
of
On which
all
side
places,
was she?
I was
Was it your
of
girl
all
eyeballing, or
places,
was it another? Or was it
and
another
of
girl
all
eyeballing?
it was her eyeballing. Of all places, I was in jail, and it just so happened to be a motherfucker I did not get along with. This bitch was doing this with. Sorry, excuse me. She was doing this with. And
Was it your girl?
I seen it, huh? Yeah, it was my
Was it
girl.
your?
Yeah, I seen
Oh,
it.
damn.
Yeah, I seen it, but I didn't say nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't check it because it was, for one, it was the wrong place, the visitation. And I understand, people being in jail, a lot of dudes, they do get out of character with women when they're in jail because they don't know what they got going on the streets because they're incarcerated. But my situation, I didn't check it. And I wind up later on that day getting into it with dude. And he gonna holler, that's why your girl was checking me out, nigga. And I
Oh,
knew he wasn't lying
oh,
because I've seen her. And I'm like,
whoa.
so it wasn't really nothing I could say or do because he wasn't lying. So yeah, I totally agree,
Damn.
man. If you don't nip that shit in the butt right then and there, check it right then and there, you can have something like that happen to you, just like it did me. Now, no blows were thrown or nothing like that, but yeah, that definitely crushed the cat's ego like that. But it is what it is. So yeah.
See, Jay said the word though, ego. So, what? Bill Bondsman here to check in.
Oh,
We
you got to speak up, brother. Speak up, brother,
I
because I want to
said
hear what you got to say.
Jay said the word and he said ego. Let the
Yeah.
Bill Bondsman, you know what I'm saying, clock in real quick here. What are we talking about here? We talking about a woman just looking. What is that? What is that? You might have had some nice shoes on that day. You know what I'm saying? Like what? I mean, what? What
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying?
Talk your
Like,
talk.
I listen. She didn't get the number. You know what I'm saying? She didn't press it. We are all God's creation. We are beautiful people. Like I can't get mad because you know what I'm saying. Somebody looked. You know what I'm saying. What are we doing here? I don't want that kind of drama over a look. Now, let's be clear. Let's be clear. If you press the situation, that's different because actions are different than assumptions and looks. So a look is just a look. I mean, like you put that out there by saying, "Oh, you feel like you're not the cutest person in the world, or there's other people that look better than you." Hey yo, let me put the hey yo in there. But so that's that. If somebody catches an eye, then they catch the eye. But it's not like when I pick up the phone or if I look at the phone, that number's in there. Nah, we ain't doing that. I mean, there's millions of people in America. You know what I'm saying? Like a head's gonna turn. What? It's summertime. What are we talking about? You know what I'm
Hey, yo,
saying? Like,
hold up.
what
I
are we
gotta
talking
stop you,
about?
G. I gotta stop
I'm
you, my
not gonna
G.
go crazy over my ego. You know what I'm saying?
listen, listen. There's such things as there's looks, and then there's that look. You know what I'm saying?
They're
Listen,
stares.
listen. There's that look, and then there's that look. There's that look that has I see where I've caught that look. I know that look. She know that look, and next thing you know, that later that day, you know what's happening, and it just took that look. It's happened off a
Mhm.
look,
So you know
off
there's
a look.
so you know there's other countries, right, where women dress a certain type of way, so they don't even get that look.
No facts,
So
facts.
Yeah,
that's what we
yeah, yeah,
asking.
yeah.
That's what we asking for. We want these beautiful women to not dress a certain
Nah,
type of way to get
nah,
that look.
nah, nah, nah. No, no, no,
We
no, no, no. That's why I said reckless eyeballing. Listen,
how long is an
anything
eyeball that has?
reckless.
How long is a reckless eyeball?
I think that all depends on the person. Like, cause listen, whether we in a relationships or not, if you're not blind, you're not blind. Okay. Like if you've been with your lady long enough, you know her type. When he step in the room, you know her type, bro. You ain't
Facts,
dumb. You ain't
facts.
Yeah.
dumb. You know what you look like. You know what he look like. You ain't dumb. Like let's be for real. You let guys on that pause stuff just for a second. You know your woman's type. Don't lie. When he step in that room and you
Hold
look
on,
at
hold on, hold
her,
on, hold on, hold on, Keith. Let me ask a question to everybody real quick. So say you and your lady is out, right? And
yep.
like you on one side of the room and she on the other, and your girl type walk in the room. What do you do? Do you rush over there?
I,
Do you run?
hell no. What? Hell no. No. What you?
Let me
This is
get to
what
my
you do.
girl. Let me get to
Let
my
me
girl.
let me give you an example. Okay. When if y'all in the opposite sides of the room, let's say you in a like at a club, y'all getting it on. You with your
Facts.
homeboys drinking. Your girl with her homeboys. Her type walk through the door. You see him.
Right.
I'm immediately. I look at her to see if she see him. Now when I see that she see him, okay. I okay. You have located your type. I
Right.
located your type. I'm gonna sip my drink with my dudes, and we gonna chat it up, ha ha ha, and I'm gonna play it smooth. I've done this 20 of times, but I'm gonna look over there. Oh, you still gawking? Cause see, there is eyeball attention that's saying, "Hey, I want you. Approach me." There is eye contact where a woman's saying, "Approach me." Understand it. Make no qualms. So it's cool if you over there, you looking and you staring. That's still unacceptable. But when you start making your way over there to be seen, because he don't see, this is man or woman at this point in time.
Okay.
Because listen, I've done the same thing. I've done the same thing. I've done it before. You know, you look at a woman, you look at her, you like, you give her that look like, yo, it's up when you want it to be. It is up tonight, tomorrow, whenever. And I'm not saying in my current state. I'm not talking about that. So let me clear the air. I'm not saying this happened
Hey yo.
anytime recent in the last 15, 16 years. So let me go ahead and put that out there for any listeners. Okay. So let me just say that.
Yo.
I'm just saying in the past, I have given women the same look and have partake in some activities just off that look. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's some spittry, some diamonds and pearls, jewels and baguettes had to come through the mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? I had to lay down, use
Yeah.
my spittry.
The game. The game.
Pause. Yeah, I had to spit my game, but that it was that look. It was that initial look that let her know the inviting look. Okay. But so no, I'm not gonna approach, I'm not gonna cuff because I gotta see what you gonna do. I gotta see what you gonna do without me around. And if you bold enough to do it around me, you tripping, 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 tripping. Because now consequences. Now it don't have to be consequences like verbal altercation, physical altercation, but it can just be a mindset switch. You can switch in my mindset, my perception on you of this might not be forever, or this could be a perception of you for the streets, or it's just it's just different levels
Yeah,
of perception because there's different levels of the reckless eyeballing. You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
Sometimes there's a reckless eyeballing, you just want attention, but then other times there's some reckless eyeballing. It's like it's up, it's up. You know what I'm saying, ladies? You know what you do, fellas. You know what you do. You know when you look at that woman and you let her know with the eyes like it's up, it's whatever you want to do. It's whatever you want to do. And sometimes you don't care who around. You know what I'm saying? You can have your whole family there. Be at Six Flags like, I see her, I want her, I gotta have her. And I've seen it where women are like that too. And it's up. Especially, I mean, you be seeing like on the gram, man, you be seeing like I think there was a lady on the boat. She gave out her number right in front of her husband. Well, yo, bro. Hey, stop. Hey, fellas, don't lose your life. Don't lose your life because you never know what somebody's willing to do for their lady, bro. You
But
never know
maybe,
what somebody's willing to
and I'm well, that. And listen, we're not advocating for people to do that, but maybe that was their thing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
do.
that
No,
was the
facts.
husband and wife thing. Like, yo, let's see who could, pull the most numbers tonight. Let's see if I still got it.
Oh, facts.
For
Facts.
sure.
But me personally, I love myself too much to play them games with y'all.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey,
hey,
facts.
bro, I ain't
Let's
trying
not
to
do
lose my
that.
life for for your
Entertainment.
rags. Yeah, nah. Straight up. So I'm just saying, reckless eyeballing. I think we all agree that I think we all saying it's not acceptable. Are we all saying that?
Yeah,
I'm
hell
not
no,
saying
it
it's
ain't
not acceptable.
acceptable.
I'm saying, listen, we're all beautiful people. So
I'm
you know what
saying
I'm
it ain't
saying?
acceptable.
Don't
Gotcha.
don't be crazy with it. But
Jay,
we're
that's a
beautiful.
crazy story though. I ain't gonna front. That's a crazy story.
Facts.
And being locked down, I wanted to elaborate on. I forgot all about that. Being locked down and have to go through torment like that, where you can't get out and say what you need to say, and then have backlash going back to a cell. That's
Mm-hmm.
enough to drive me crazy. You know, I'm an emotional type dude. That's enough for me to fight over. I ain't even gonna front. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm an emotional dude. Like, we probably fighting after you say that, bro. Like, huh? It might not be right there at the second because it takes a while for me to build up, that courage to be like, yeah, I'm gonna throw hands on this nigga or I'm gonna sneak him. But yeah, it might be the next night or when I wake up in the morning and be like, yo. And it ain't even gonna be like, can I get a fair one? I ain't that type of nigga. I ain't even gonna lie. I gotta pull a bitch move, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna try to snuff you. I ain't that strong. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I gotta sneak it, bro. But yeah, man, that's a crazy story. I never heard that story, homie. Damn, I'm sorry you had to go through that, G. That's not a yeah. That's what I said, Jay. When it comes to emotions, bro, you definitely got your emotions in check, homie. Cause ain't no goddamn way. I mean, let me stop cussing. Ain't no way, bro. I'd have tried to. I don't even know. For you, how much time did you have to do on top of what just happened? Like after that happened, how much time did you have to do, bro?
I had just got my time, so I had to set like I got out like a year and a half later. Yeah.
You got to turn it off. You got to just turn it off. Just turn it
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Just turn. Hey,
Oh,
don't even
yeah,
come
Cold
back.
yeah,
blood.
most
Don't come
definitely.
back up here no more. Send me a letter. I'll call you.
Right.
Just pick up the phone. Just do
Shout
that.
out to all the ladies and gentlemen that are incarcerated that have to deal with some of these
Yes,
situations.
yes,
Because,
man, yes, because
bruh,
that is a
Now,
tough
so maybe
situation.
I'm wrong then. Let me. In certain settings, it's not appropriate. Let me say
Yes,
that.
yes,
Yeah, there we
definitely.
go. There we go. In certain settings, it's not appropriate.
man, yeah, shout out. That was a hell of a story. I never heard that one. So that
I
was
told you the one time. I told you the one time I was also in Walmart and I seen a customer of mine, older dude, older gentleman, and he comes out the aisle. We kind of like as he's coming, I'm walking, so we walking to each other. I'm like, hey, what's going on, man? We just talking. His wife was battling cancer at the time, so we're just talking
yeah.
about that and asking how she's doing. He said, it ain't getting no better. Then he holler, he's like, damn, like what? He said, I'm over right there in front of me. That is nice. That's what I used to get back in the day. I said, who? He said, the one right there in the pink. I said, my girl. He said, oh, that's your girl. I said, yeah. He said, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I was like, no, it's all
Yeah.
good. She nice too, ain't she? You know what I'm saying? So,
Nah, that's all
it's
good.
all
I
good.
look, I can appreciate that. I can
Right.
appreciate
Yeah,
that one.
yeah. So
But see, that's what
those
I'm
terms,
saying.
those are cool.
Right.
Those is not bad. I don't
That's not
mind
bad
that.
because he's appreciating the
Yeah, that's
feeling.
not bad. So it kind of it does like you said, it depends on the settings. I
Facts.
was
There we
free.
go.
I really didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, that made me feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, hell yeah, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? So, in a sense, I admire it, but at the same sense, I kind of don't admire it. I guess
Nah,
if it's
fact.
coming from her, if it's coming from her, it's different. But if it's a dude checking out your girl, it's like, yeah, that's mine. Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Damn if
Right,
you do,
right,
damn
right.
if you don't.
Yeah.
Nah, right. Nah, it's definitely understandable. But that's a crazy story, yo. But I can definitely dig it. All right, we're gonna move on to the next topic, yo. All right, man. This one right here. The double standard when your woman asks you to do something and your woman's perception on what you have done. Now I'm gonna explain this. Now, if I have my woman says, "Hey, honey, can you bring in the groceries?" Right? I ain't even feeling it right now. I ain't trying to bring in no groceries. I ain't trying to do none of that. But I'm gonna do it anyway. My face might be a little scrunched up while I'm doing it. Like, man, you know I don't want to do this. I just woke up. I ain't had no coffee in the morning. I ain't even have breakfast in the morning. And you want me to bring in the groceries? My face, your man's face might be a little scrunched up. He ain't feeling it, but he does it because he loves you. Now, the job is done. Groceries are in. But I can tell there's an attitude on the other side because I had an attitude. So now you matching my energy. And I'm like, what? So it's like, now you might as well not even done it if you're going to have an attitude about it. I know we all heard that. You shouldn't even done it then if you're going to have all that attitude, right? So it's like, is there a double standard? Because I don't know if, I know me as a man, I don't never say that to my lady. And I don't know men who do say that. But is there a double standard of women and men when it's asked to be done something? Because I try not to ask my woman to do that. In some states, I have to do it.
Well, even just off this, I think perception is a double standard, period. Let's just keep it there. I don't even have to take it to asking somebody to do something. It's the double standard between men and women is clearly a double standard because we get perceived as something all the time, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. You know what I'm saying? We can come in the house, clean the whole house, you know what I'm saying, and look straight faced, and they be like, "Yo, what's wrong with you?" Nothing. Well, why'd you clean the house? Because I wanted to. You sure nothing's wrong? Right. Yeah. And that becomes a whole thing over nothing because their perception is something that they're just perceiving or that they're just, you know what I'm saying, think that there's something going on. So perception, yeah, for sure, can just mess up the whole day. And I don't think on a man's side, I definitely agree. I don't think I ever perceived something, you know what I'm saying? And even with that perception, we've all heard woman intuition. Woman intuition never tells you that nothing's wrong. Woman intuition never tells you that everything's fine, everything's good. Or woman intuition never tells you, hey, just chill out, let him be. He'll come to you when it's time to talk. It tells you the opposite. It tells you to keep pressing a button until this thing starts to blow up. Like, what's going on? He did the task asked, and now it's done. Why are you pressing it? You know what I'm saying? The perception overrules conscious thought. Instead of you just saying, "Oh, it's done, he did it, let it go," he'd be like, "Well, why he had to do it with the attitude? Like, what are we doing?" Or why didn't he do it with a smile? Or why didn't he do it the way I wanted it to be done? What are we doing? Calm down. Let that go. The job is done. Right. Don't overthink it. Perception between men and women are always going to be different. Period.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't want to do this, but we're here. Because one is logical and one is feelings.
So
don't
do it. Don't do it. Jay, what you got, man?
I agree. You know, I'm a piggyback off of Carlos, man. You know, I agree totally what he's saying. It's funny you mentioned the grocery thing because I've actually had that happen. Man, what you niggas must be digging in my personal life. Oh, have you?
I think we all had that.
I know I've had it. I thought it was just me. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah.
No, you're not alone, bro.
I've definitely had that happen before. So yeah, and perception is
it's a real thing.
Water, Jay. Jump in that water.
Yeah. Give us an example, my brother.
In that water. No. I disagree.
Look,
No,
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. Because listen, Los, you were saying some things, and I ain't even going front. Like I told you, you know, I'm a BA type nigga. Y'all can
but
fill out the
y'all
blanks.
are, but y'all also don't mean cut y'all, but you know, y'all got to live up to that perception. Happy life, happy what? Happy wife, happy life, right?
No, facts. Facts. I mean,
Yeah, but see, but that's still, but hold on, but that's still perception. Because I can do everything that you asked me to do, and then you still not be happy. That's See, that's a perception thing. So you can't really say happy life, happy wife, because happiness is generally based off feelings.
yeah,
Perception,
right.
feelings change. So when we talk again, we're talking about perceptions. I can do everything to make you, excuse me, to generally make you happy. I can give you everything to make you happy. But once you have everything that's in front of you, you still have to deal internally with who you are in yourself. Perception is that I'm I don't need much to be happy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't base my happiness on everything that's around me. I internally internalize my own happiness. Now, the people in my family, my general family, they all make me happy. Period. Just being them here being makes me happy. Do they
Yeah,
piss me off? Of course. But the simple fact of the matter is I don't perceive them to uh, change my day to day life in that because I chose what I chose. That's the end of it. You see what I'm saying? So whether the house is clean, the dishes are done, whatever that may be, it'll get done when it get done. It ain't gonna change nothing.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But that's the way I see things. But when you're talking about, and I don't want to put this on all women, but when you talk about perception, it's a thing in your mind that you perceive something the way it is. For me, in mine is just like again, how you feeling? I feel fine. But if I'm not running around here skipping, jumping off walls, singing "The Hills Are Alive," then you know what I'm saying.
It's
The perception is like, yo, this nigga is mad all the time, and that's not true. I just have a
facts.
real tight demeanor about
Facts.
myself all the time. Like, period. I don't smile in no pictures. You know what I'm saying? I don't do nothing, but I love my family. Period. You know what I'm saying? But everybody be like,
Right.
yo, they perceive me as just being mad. And that's not true.
I don't know. I don't know about that, Los. You know, I ain't gonna say nothing
don't
about
feed
that, bro.
don't feed in the narratives. See, I can't do it.
Don't feed into that. I
Don't
got.
feed into the
I'm
narratives.
just messing
Don't
with
do
you,
this.
dog.
Don't do this.
I'm just
Don't
messing
do
with you.
this. Don't do this.
Listen, bro, I will say this, bro. Like I was telling you, I'm an emotional type dude, man. Like, and I mean emotional. I don't mean crying. I mean like I'll get mad off some shit just about thinking about it. So it has been some incidents where I'm in a relationship and the other person just wake up, not even with an attitude. They just ain't feeling, and I'm waking up like la la la. Today is so great, and then I hit that. Yo, what's the matter with you? And they hit that. Nah, you only got so many nothings or one word answers to give me before I get mad. I ain't gonna front. I'm on that time. I'm gonna admit. If I keep talking to you, be like, you good? Yeah. All right. We only got so many one word answers before I be like, all right, now I'm pissed off. You know what I'm saying? So I
yeah,
am guilty of that myself, bro. I'm gonna say I'm a guilty of that myself. So there like, but there is a double standard when it comes to women and men, because I ain't supposed to be like that. And I get it. Like I told you, I'm a BA type nigga. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can get hurt just from me off my emotions. Like I keep telling people, man, you whip my ass bad enough, I might be going out in cuffs if I can get to this gun. If I can get to. But yo, we would love for women to chime in. I wish we had another woman's perception on this panel to actually tell us what they thought and what they think of what we said. Are we being like male chauvinist pigs? Are we giving y'all just dues, man? You know what I'm saying? Let us know. And shout out to everybody who was like, subscribed, shared, told their
yes,
friends,
most
tell a friend to
definitely.
tell a friend.
Yeah,
And everybody on all the platforms, y'all been showing love. Ladies, y'all that
Facts.
showed up. I hope,
yes,
ladies,
thank you,
we should have
thank you.
forewarned y'all when we came on today that this is gonna be a subject about the ladies. We're not trying to bash y'all. I know I mentioned Kevin Samuels, but I had to say, with every person that does wrong, they say some right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking Kevin Samuels, but like I gotta say it, fellas, a nerd is still a nerd. No matter if you a high value nerd, you still a nerd, yo. Like straight up. Don't get it twisted, man. If you are God's children ain't no ugly people, but if you're not an attractive dude or attractive female, money don't make you attractive either. It's really just you got money and somebody. All right. Y'all got any closing things y'all want to say?
Nah, just stay locked in. You know what I'm saying? Keep the comments, coming out. We gonna keep giving y'all this content.
Yes, please stay locked in. We love y'all for reaching out to us, and we're gonna just keep doing what we're doing.
All
So
right,
please
man.
continue.
This episode 4, and we out, y'all. Yo.
Hey.